Good Friday afternoon, and welcome inside the Digital Center as we present another weekend preview here on WJHL Plus. I'm Casey Marler on this Friday afternoon, joined today by Sarah Diamond, and Jared Sellers will be in the weather chair today. Hello, Sarah. Hello, Jared.
Hello, hello. Good to
Hello, good
be
afternoon.
You
here.
know, the weather's been so nice all week,
Yes.
and then we finally get to the weekend. No wonder Mark's bringing Jared in today, the weekend preview, right?
Yeah, it's gonna be
Things
a
are
little bit messy.
changing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do we got coming up? We had sunny, we had 80, and now we have a weekend chock full of events, but Mother Nature might have a ticket to the party.
Okay, see, we'll stay in the 80s, so that's good news there, right? So it's going to stay warm, but we do have the threat of some showers and thunderstorms pretty much throughout most of the weekend. This is currently a look at live at what's happening with our Viper radar. The Jackson just came out with a severe thunderstorm watch for Leslie County. That is one of our counties, and mainly portions of eastern Kentucky that go till 7 p.m. tonight. So we're tracking that line of thunderstorms. As you can see, already a few severe thunderstorm warnings attached with that line of thunderstorms moving now through Richmond as well as London, Kentucky along I-75 right there. So that will likely move its way into south or southeast Kentucky here within probably the next few hours or so. So as we go throughout the evening hours, even for us here in the Tri-Cities, could see some showers and thunderstorms. So already starting to see even a few pop-up thunderstorms out towards Wise, going all the way up to Tazewell County as well as in Smith County, but still pretty quiet into the Tri-Cities. Murray, you can go ahead and go to the next graphic there. But just wanted to point out the current conditions. So here's a look at that forecast for tonight. I also have temperatures on here that come here. There we go. Temperatures right there. We will see like a time frame for the thunderstorms tonight, probably between 7 to at least 12 tonight throughout most of the region. The main concerns, at least with these thunderstorms, will be damage and wind gust as well as hail. Wind gusts up to 50 to 60 miles per hour. We've already been seeing that, at least with the line of thunderstorms off towards our west in London, Kentucky right now. But at least no tornado warnings at the moment. I think the tornado threat stays off towards our west today. And then going in towards Saturday, could see some spotty showers in the morning. And if we actually see rain showers in the morning, guys, that will probably help us at least with a lesser chance of severe weather into the afternoon and evening hours because we hold on to some cloud coverage, not a lot of daytime heating. So that at least will help us with the chances of some severe weather. So Murph, we can go at least to the next run right there. There we go. Still could see some scattered showers and thunderstorms later into the evening, but I do think, like I said before, if we hold on to that cloud coverage, I think it'll be less widespread and more isolated throughout the region, but still holding on that chance of severe weather tomorrow. So don't let your guard off. Make sure you have a way to receive alerts because still could see a few warnings, severe thunderstorm warnings tomorrow. And then going in towards Saturday night to Sunday, things slightly calm down. Still could see some isolated showers and thunderstorms on your Sunday, but not as bad. So the weekend preview overall, weather-wise, at least from our forecast standpoint, you need to keep that umbrella handy and also keep your phone handy because could not only just see rain, but also see some thunderstorm activity as well. Damage and wind gusts seem to be the main concern, at least into the weekend. But if we can go ahead and go to the next graphic, Murray. I know I got a lot of pause points on there. This is the severe weather outlook for tonight. A slight risk issued for mainly half of our region, all the way pretty much from the west of the Tri-Cities is a slight risk. East of the Tri-Cities is a marginal risk. If you're under the marginal risk or the slight risk, not much of a difference there. One is a 2 out of 5 risk, one is a 1 out of 5 risk. The threats remain the same. Threat is damaging wind and hail, and I will go ahead and go to the damaging wind graphic, I believe is what I have next. Yes, this is for today and tonight. So pretty much right on par with at least where the slight risk has been issued. These are wind gusts up to 50 to 60 miles per hour possible and 50% chance of where that slight risk was issued. So that includes portions of Lee County, all the way over in Russell County, Wise, and all the way up into more northern portions of Southwest Virginia. And then going into that hail outlook for tonight. Overall, the hail threat is there, but low. So a 5% chance of some small hail, probably up to, I would say, a quarter size and maybe potentially a little bit bigger than that later on into the evening hours tonight. So that is the hail outlook. Really, those are the two main concerns. Tornado outlook, we go to the next graphic there. Tornado outlook is actually staying off towards our west, going in towards tonight. And this is a severe weather outlook for tomorrow. So most of our region is under that slight risk for severe weather, excluding some of our more northern counties. But if we see that cloud coverage like I've been talking about, I think we will see at least more or less chance of severe weather tomorrow. So slight risk issued throughout most of our region. Murray, go to the next graphic there. Yes, we're holding on to that damage and winds for tomorrow. So same threat is I know you guys are probably already tired of me talking about this forecast for the weekend, but got to stay weather aware this weekend as it's looking like a few of these thunderstorms could be strong to severe. Damage and winds seem to be the main concern in towards tomorrow, and hail outlook pretty much similar to what it is to today and in towards tonight. mainly the hail outlook is to the south of the Tri-Cities and clipping some of our counties in southeast Kentucky and in southwest Virginia. So that's the hail outlook for at least tomorrow for your Saturday. And then this is the tornado outlook for today and tonight. Like I was mentioned before, it's mainly to the west of us. That brown indicating a better chance. This is Friday. I would like to reiterate that. The main tornado threat for tonight, I'm saying it again, is mainly to the west of I-75. So that's at least good news for us. But portions of at least southeast Kentucky right there, I believe that is Bell County, that is under that 2% chance of a tornado within 25 miles. So they're in a 2% chance, overall low wind chance, and a severe weather outlook, at least for your Sunday right there, marginal risk. So holding on to the chance of some thunderstorm activity even on your Sunday as well. So the severe weather outlook over the next 3 days remains pretty much at least, well, we got a chance of severe weather pretty much each and every day into the weekend. Better chance comes at least in towards this evening as well as tomorrow. I don't think Sunday will be as bad. But here's a look at your evening planner for at least tonight. The better chance of storms comes later in between the 7 p.m. to 12 a.m. time frame, at least what I'm thinking. Still could see some lingering showers overall into at least the morning hours of your Saturday as well. Winds not that bad, but temperatures staying comfortable as well. So might be some issues with some events there. Oh, we got a baseball game over at the Doughboy Stadium tonight. I believe the State Liners and Doughboys are playing, so you might want to keep an umbrella handy if you want to go out to that. Saturday planner, oh, there you go. Yes, so chance of showers and thunderstorms pretty much throughout the day, even into the morning hours, but the better chance of thunderstorms come into the evening. Even though our graphic does say that, my forecast, I do think if we hold on to those showers in the morning and clouds, then that reduces the risk of thunderstorms in the evening. So we're actually hoping for a little bit of cloud coverage in the morning, some showers, because that'll help with our chances of at least seeing at least not a total washout going in towards tomorrow, but a washout is possible. So isolated flash flooding is also a threat, even though it's at a marginal risk right now. So going in towards at least your Sunday outlook now. Here's a look: rain showers throughout the day, on and off showers. Not going to be a washout. Highs expected to be hovering around upper 70s and lower 80s, so a tad bit cooler. But the good news is as we head towards Sunday night and into Monday, things will quiet down a little bit because still could even see some showers at least for your Monday. So it's kind of typical what we see in the at least in the summer. We get that summer pattern, which is what we're going to see next week of just some spotty showers and thunderstorms through at least throughout the week as temperatures into the 80s. But going in towards tonight, low of 66 degrees is expected. So staying mild, strong storms are possible. 70% chance of those showers. Winds will be out of the west at about 5 miles per hour. Main time frame of storms tonight is still between at least here within the next few hours to the midnight hour. And then going in towards tomorrow's forecast, there you go. High of 83 degrees is expected. So still warm. If we get some clouds tomorrow, that will at least reduce the chance of some strong severe storms, but I'll still have that tag on there because it is possible. 8% chance of those rain showers. Winds will be out of the southwest at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. And then here's the look at that, at least at that 7-day forecast. Fortunately, if you're wanting to break from the showers, you might get it as we go into the work week next week. There is a 30% chance of isolated showers and storms on your Monday, probably mainly into the afternoon, evening hours, but not going to be as bad as it was into the weekend. So Monday, not looking too bad. First day of the work week next week. Tuesday, another chance of some scattered showers. Wednesday next week, probably going to be one of the nicer days of the week as well as your Thursday. High still into the 80s. And then by at least Thursday and Friday, and potentially the next weekend, could see another chance of some showers and storms coming into the area. So overall, the main issues this weekend is the chance of some severe storms. So have way to receive warnings into the weekend, as well as make sure you have your umbrella handy if you're going out to any events. Might see at least a few spotty thunderstorms produce some damage at wind gust as well as some hail. So that is the look, at least at your weekend forecast. I know Casey and Sarah were shaking their head the entire time because they probably are not happy with that forecast, but it's something to pay attention to as we go into the next 48
Gross.
hours.
Yep. Not a fan of that.
Not a fan. Well,
No.
Yeah, that's it. So great forecast. We'll be right back. Well, hello and welcome back to the Digital Center on WJHL Plus, and we get ready for the weekend preview. We're going to dive right in.
Yes,
Time is short.
we got a lot to cover.
That's
Lot to
exactly
cover.
right. And I know you had your eye on that forecast because you're leaving me in the studio and you're
I
getting
am.
out with the people.
I
tonight.
am. Well, let's just dive right in because the first thing on our list is where I'm going to be, at least during the newscast tonight. We're talking about Blue Plum Festival, downtown Johnson City. It is going to be a fantastic time. Starts at 4 today and goes to 11. And then Saturday, it's from 10 to 11. Downtown Johnson City. You can go to our website for more information. There's going to be music. They have bands set up all afternoon Friday, all day Saturday. There's a kids zone. There are vendors. I think there's a silent disco too. If you've never been to a silent disco, it's fantastic.
What's a silent disco?
A silent disco. It's silent, okay?
Okay.
What you do, you go up to this area, where the dance floor is. Everybody puts on headphones. They give you headphones.
All
The
right.
music obviously is coming into the headphones. So you're not blasting out the entire neighborhood.
So it's not silent to you.
No, but
You're
everybody with
sold.
headphones is jamming. They are going, they are dancing. It is fun to do. It is fun to watch. I'm not sure when that is. I haven't looked that up, but I think that's also at Blue Plum this year. So a lot of fun at Blue Plum Festival.
So if you see folks in their in their own element,
just let them go.
Don't bother.
They're feeling the beat.
Actually, go grab some headphones and join in.
Yeah.
Fun. Yeah, really one of the summer staples in Johnson City.
Absolutely. Blue
Always
Plum.
a fun time. Blue Plum. Another big event. Appalachian League Baseball started last night.
I know. It's exciting.
And so we have the full list of the schedules of teams around the region coming up. It's on our website, WJHL.com. That you can see which teams are at home. The Bristol State Liners and the Johnson City Doughboys are sharing TVA Credit Union Ballpark.
Mm-hmm.
So the two teams played last night.
Yep.
Johnson City was the home team. Two teams going to play again tonight and tomorrow night, and Bristol will be the home team. Just one of the many teams. Kingsport on the road to start this week. Elizabethan was at home last night. They'll be at home both tonight and Saturday as well. The State Liners we mentioned, and the Greenville Flyboys. They host Danville the next couple of nights. So if you're in Greenville, you can go check that out as well. So baseball.
It's here.
Yeah, these are college players that need to stay active and play baseball in the summer.
Yep.
They come from all over the country. Right now, some high-profile teams that are still alive in the NCAA tournament. We'll have players that will come to the Tri-Cities when they get eliminated or win the national championship in a couple of weeks. So high caliber baseball. Also, it's music.
It's a lot of music.
Summer is the time for music.
Yes, it's the perfect area for it because, well, I was going to say because of the weather, but the weather kind of iffy. But it's going to be fine, you guys. It's going to be fine. The Twilight Alive concert series also starts. This is going to be fantastic. It's in downtown Kingsport. It's music from 20 Ride this time around. It's allegedly America's #1 Zac Brown tribute band. So if you know Zac Brown band, you're going to love this band. There's going to be food, drink and beer vendors there. So you can get dinner, you can get a drink, you can hang out and listen to some great music. I'm sure this is one of those bring your chair, bring your blanket, something to sit on. But what a great way to spend a Friday night in Kingsport.
You can just picture everybody with their toes tapping to Zac Brown's greatest hits there.
Love Zac Brown
that
band.
tribute band is in Kingsport. Music on the Square is in Jonesboro, as they are every Friday night from 7 o'clock to 9 o'clock tonight. And First Fridays are back in Elizabethton, another one of those summer programs that bring people to our communities.
That is true. Washington County, Virginia is going to have their ride for the Cure tomorrow. I almost said Saturday, but then it came out Cures. It was very awkward. So what this is going to be a ride through Virginia, Tennessee, and North Carolina. It's going to take about 3.5 hours. And all of the proceeds go to St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. So you can't really go wrong there. Post-ride lunch, $10 a plate. The benefit ride is open to all street legal vehicles. So if you got a street legal vehicle, join in.
Yes.
Registration's at 9. The ride begins at 10. Washington County Sheriff's Office there in Abingdon.
Maybe if you're not in the mood to ride, maybe you could walk.
You
The
could.
Glow Walk coming up tomorrow as well. That is from 8 to 9 p.m. right there at dusk. And that will be at the Greenbelt, Indian Trail Drive, the PetSmart in Kingsport. The Glow Walk is another one of those great events celebrating Trail Days with the annual event on the green belt there. As we mentioned, 8 to 9. And here's my favorite part, absolutely free.
There
Just
you go.
Get out, be active. If it's free, it's for me. Give me 3. So that's not to say, am I so lazy that I don't even walk for free? Is that what this means?
I'm not going to say anything, but yes. Yes, that's exactly what it
It's
is.
free, but and I still have to walk. All right, maybe they should charge to not show up, and then people would definitely be there.
There you go.
The also, it is free fishing weekend in
Yes.
Tennessee and Virginia,
Both. Yep,
and it doesn't need to be free to be from Murray.
that's
All
right.
right, this is something I know that caught your eye, Murray.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no. I don't even need an excuse to get out and go
Right?
fishing normally, but no, yeah, free fishing day is always one weekend that I look forward to. Now, I mean, I will say I don't tend to normally go to the places where a bunch of people are taking their kids out fishing or where there's a big mob, but it is nice to swing by and see them and see like a bunch of people maybe for the first time ever going fishing. And yeah, so it's in Tennessee on Saturday.
Mhm.
No license needed. Just go out and enjoy fishing on any of the public waters. You do still have to obey the limit rules, but unless you're very skilled getting some real beginner's luck, I don't think that's going to be much of a problem for most people. And then Virginia actually does it triple of that. They do starting today and going all the way to Sunday is free fishing in Virginia. And yeah, if you want to hear some more about all the stuff that you can expect on Free Fishing Day, check out on WJHL Plus Outdoors Appalachia. Me and Chris McIntosh spent a good bit of time talking about free fishing and about some good places to go check out if you're planning on going tomorrow or if you're in Virginia today and tomorrow and Sunday. So it's always an awesome time. I love fishing. I could take up the rest of our time talking about it right now, but I'll relent and let us get back to everything else.
Oh, I do want to know how you got started. How did you get? Where did this love of the outdoors come from? Where did this love of fishing and angling and just being out on the water come from for you, Murray?
Well, so it started when I was a kid. My dad and my grandpa and uncle took me fishing. Some to some degree, but I guess when it really, really started was when I was a junior. I think it started when I was a junior in high school, and me and my two of my best friends, we would all just go out on Friday nights. We real aliens us. We just went fishing at night. So we would go get
Causing trouble.
yeah, we would go get a baker's dozen cookies from McDonald's, or we would go to Waffle House, and then we just take a truck out to a fishing spot and set it out there. And we did that for 2 summers, and it really fostered that love of fishing for me. And then in college, I actually took a freshwater fishing course. I loved it so much, which was the best class anyone could ever
I was
have.
gonna say,
Yeah.
don't extend yourself in college there, Murray.
Yeah.
With
Well,
fishing class.
I'm
It was-
assuming you got an A in that class, Murray.
I did get an A. It was well, hey,
Good.
listen,
I'd be disappointed if you
Yeah,
didn't.
right?
listen, there were not tying exams, and there was fish identification. There was a curriculum, and
Sure.
then they just turned us loose and said, "Go catch fish."
Yeah, right? I was gonna say it had no problem getting you to the lab
No,
for that
no.
college class.
Talk about one class I never missed. That was one.
That would be the one,
Yeah.
right?
Did you go camping a lot? Were you outdoorsy with the
I
with the
actually
family?
worked at a summer camp.
Oh, really?
So I was doing all of that stuff, teaching kids how to fish and canoe and teaching swimming lessons. The best job ever was working at YMCA Camp Wapsie in Iowa, where I'm from. Best job ever.
I would say that's the perfect summer
Oh,
job. Outside, you're with kids and just having a good time
was
all summer.
fantastic.
Yeah,
Loved it.
I'm
Loved
the
it so
odd one
much.
out. My grandparents, they were the big outdoors campers,
Mhm.
fifth wheel travel all over, and so I partook a little bit. But then once the ball and the athletics took over,
It's tough.
there was just that took
Yep.
up all my time until
Yep.
I was too old to enjoy it.
No, yeah, you
So-
are the odd one out because I was a camp counselor too for one summer. It was
Isn't it great?
Oh, it's a blast. It's so
Yeah.
much fun.
I was the one to
except
be camp
it
counselor.
was it was an interesting experience for me though, because I was 19 the first time I was the
Okay.
camp counselor, and they put me over a cabin of 8 and 9-year-olds, and
Yeah.
it had been a minute since I'd been 8 and 9, and I forgot that about 80% of the stuff they say is made up.
Yes.
So,
If not higher.
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
not higher. Well,
Yeah. And jokes about bodily functions. That's basically all you need to know.
which
And you
gave
got
me
'em
great
figured out.
experience for managing Sarah and I here on WJHL Plus. herding
true.
us back in to the task at hand.
Yes.
Speaking of that, let's get back to the task at hand. The
Yes.
Thunder Valley Nationals, really the opposite side of peace and tranquility on the lake,
Oh,
is
total opposite.
12,000 horsepower rocket ships that
Rocking
shoot
the
down.
core of your being.
They do. You can feel them in your soul. The smell makes your eyes water. This nitromethane
fantastic.
gas. You've got fans that will literally put on gas masks
I
and
love it.
stand so they can stare into the tail end of those rocket ships when they're getting ready and smell that methane gas. Oh, I love it.
It's bliss. It's bliss, I tell you.
It is. But that's going on all week long at the Bristol Dragway.
Oh, yeah. A lot of stuff going on. Friday through Sunday, there's a full lineup of events I think that's the Bristol Motors, Bristol Motors Speedway .com. It's the Super Grip.
Super
Thunder
Grip.
Valley Nationals.
Thunder Valley Nationals.
So much
Remember,
fun.
some time changes today as they're trying to navigate the forecast.
Yep.
So the big boys, the ones that you're used to,
Yeah.
the funny cars, the top fuel dragsters, their qualifying has changed 4:30 and 6:30. So they
Okay.
have pro mod motorcycles going on throughout the day, and then the big show that people would recognize. They are at 4:30 and 6:30. We're at 5 and 7.
Okay.
So if you're going to head out there, keep that in mind as well. And then they have more qualifying tomorrow, and eliminations are on Sunday. They begin at noon out at the Dragway.
Wonderful.
Yeah, it used to be on Father's Day weekend, and man, we'd
That's
have
right.
a big time.
Yeah.
When Trey was little, and my dad and I would go out there.
Yeah.
So
Good memories.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know, always look back on those.
Yeah,
That's
so
cool.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
Did they either of you two ever been invited to the celebrity drag racing out there?
Okay. Yes. Have you done it, Casey?
I have not
Oh.
in this new round. I have done one in the past.
Okay.
But I haven't. But I haven't been a part of this latest.
The one time that I did it, I was so excited. I'm like, this is gonna be good. I'm gonna win. I'm gonna win. I was
Yes,
ready.
because that's who you are.
I know I'm competitive. I really,
Yeah, right.
I'm really
Speaking of the
competitive.
understatement of the day.
Yeah, I know. So we go there, and of course, it's the day it had been raining, so we could not drive. So what we did is they had like the little light tree, and you would push the pedal, and then when the light changed, you'd brake, and they would whoever won, your light lit up.
Yes,
if you were the
reaction time.
fastest. Yeah.
How'd you do there?
Oh, I did really well. I didn't win. I was really mad. Go figure. But I did really well. I did better than I was one of the finalists, so that was good.
So I made a parental mistake
Uh-oh.
when I did the celebrity drag race. It was like a prime time event.
Yeah.
And as part of the weekend, they had one of those car crunching dinosaurs.
Yes.
And my kids were little,
Those are
and
so
I mentioned that I was racing.
Yeah.
And the loser had their car chomped by the car eating dinosaur. And so they were in the stands watching with the
Mhm.
family,
Mhm.
friends, a lot of excitement.
Yeah.
But you go back, you watch the camcorder video, and it was nothing but fear from my children. They couldn't enjoy it because they thought if I lost, it was straight to the dinosaur. The
Like you
car
were
eating-
going into the
Yes.
dinosaur with the car. Oh
Yes.
no.
Yes. So certainly now it's the subject of great family fun.
Yes.
But at the time, it was traumatic.
it was
If I would have known, it was,
horrifying.
trust me, children, I will win this race. And,
It was all on the line.
yeah, it was a higher stakes than I thought it was.
Yeah.
I was just out there having fun promoting
Good
racing
thing-
at Bristol Drag.
Yeah. Good thing that, it wasn't that.
So longtime motorsports writer Jeff Birchfield
Yes.
once told me that I may be joining only the great Richard Petty as the only person to have a top 10 finish on the circle track and a win on the drag strip.
No way.
That's what he
Wow.
said.
NASCAR
That's what
Hall
he
of Fame.
said.
Here you go.
Okay, yeah, you should be in the next class.
Yes.
In the Hall of Fame.
There is an asterisk by it.
Oh.
Okay, you act surprised, like there was an asterisk, like maybe I'm manipulating statistics. But
You would never do that, though, Casey.
No.
Never.
because I'm a little competitive too.
No, we know that you've had such a storied career that we figured
That's
it had
right.
to be legit.
That's right.
Yeah. Legit.
My long-standing motorsports career, which really, but pretty much is this.
He brings his pro days back every year for Speedway and Lights when he hits.
That's right.
When he hits the
Oh,
legs.
God, we're not going to get into the minivan and turn 4 at the Speedway and Lights.
No, probably a
there
good
were
idea.
there were 8 cars in the race,
Okay.
and I was going so slow that they thought about black flagging me, which means you got to pull over because you're a danger to the other drivers. But but I did stay in the race till it was over, the entire 10 laps, and so that gives me a top 10.
Also, a
Yeah.
top 10 by
Automatically.
default.
You're a top 10. Oh,
Yes.
Lord.
Yes. Yeah, the spotter actually got in my ear, and this was 15, 18 years ago.
Yeah.
Another one of those promo deals in my
Oh,
sporting
yeah.
days.
Yep.
And he said, Casey, I've just been notified. This is my spotter. If you don't go faster, they can't start the race. I'm driving Miss Daisy out there, 10 and 2.
Were you listening to any music at the time? Was it like yacht rock? You know?
Definitely wasn't
one
listening.
hand on the wheel and just relaxing there at the world's
other hand
fastest
over
half
the-
mile.
Over the seat.
I thought it was
waving.
I thought it was a parade. Hey, everybody!
Mr. Easy like Sunday morning. Definitely wasn't listening to Life in the Fast.
Oh, it
Lane.
was good stuff.
Gosh,
Yeah.
I could see that. I could see all of that happening.
Thank you guys for letting me self-aggrandize there.
I love it. I love it.
It's some glory
Anytime we
days.
can laugh at your expense, Casey, we're fine with it.
And we only have a half hour. You're talking about could take all night.
No, we could go for
Oh.
hours.
Shucks. Well, it's
Oh,
going to
well.
be a great weekend.
Yes.
Get out and enjoy
Mhm.
whatever your pleasure.
I'll be at Blue Plum Festival doing live shots today during our newscast from 4 to 6-ish.
And
It'll
I'll
be
be seat belted to the anchor desk, not having all the fun in the world like Sarah
I
tonight.
know.
Someone's got to do it. So we'll enjoy the weekend. Enjoy Blue Plum. We'll
Thank
see you
you.
live beginning
Thank
at
you.
4 o'clock. And Murray, have a great weekend as well.
Thank
you, as always, for putting this together.
It's always a blast.
And Emily Hivitz puts the entire list together for you to check out on WJHL.com
Yep.
for your pleasure. Something going on all over the Tri-Cities region. So get out and enjoy, and we'll see you next Friday. Have a great weekend.
Bye.
All right, we'll see you next Friday.